Can you hear me, Scott? Coach West.
West, have you got Randall in your ears? Oh, it's because you don't have the headset on. Okay. Well, I don't know. You try to talk to him?
I was just checking to see if he had me.
Okay. You guys are live right now, so just be careful.
Okay. So audio's good? All right, come to me. All right, I'm down on the field with a good friend and a legend, Coach Philip Shadowans, who his name speaks for himself, but we're happy to have you here tonight, Coach. I know you're off tonight. How's Catholic season going?
3-2, got beat last week in Memphis, 6-hour drive to lose 31-28 and 30 seconds left in the game. So a little disappointed with that one, but we have a fantastic group of young kids, a special freshman group. Playing a lot of young kids in that league makes it tough. But 3-2, and we're off next week and got NBA at home starting next Friday night for homecoming.
Have you been able to keep up with the Royals at all?
All the time. Talk to Steven a couple times a week. And so, yes, when I get off the field and check the scores, the first one I check is Eagleton.
Well, we're happy to have you here. Who we got here?
Got Walker with me tonight. Going to throw a little football before the game, and he said, "I remember this field when it was getting built, Papa." So excited to be here and want to see Eagleton succeed.
We need a win, but it's good to see you.
Thanks, brother.
Love you. Good man.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Mark Dowland and assistant principal.
We're down here in the
Jack Evans.
windy. Then just crank me down a little bit on the receiver. On the.
It's gone now in here.
Okay, you want to give it a shot? Administrators, teachers, students, and fans of Wartburg Central. Go ahead and talk, West.
Concessions are
Hello.
The Royal concession stands.
Yes, Randall can talk. I'll keep putting your headset on. Can you hear me? Well, it's because you don't have your headset on.
Test. Test. Coach West, test.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the broadcast. My name's Ian Britton. I'm here at Robert M. Maxey Field at the Crown of Blount County. I'm here with my good friend, Randall Davis, ready for some Royals football. We didn't wash away. Randall, excited for some stuff tonight. What you excited about tonight?
Well, I'm excited we're here. I know it was up in the air there for a while, and once that rain got through, we've had some gust here. Lake Eagleton over there is nice and full.
Impressively so.
But when I was down on the field just a bit ago, pregame there, it was the wind was fine. It was the gust that'll get you. So hopefully everything goes off smoothly. Glad Wartburg made it down safe, especially with everything that's going on. And obviously prayers go out to Newport and all those areas affected by the hurricane. So, but excited to play some football. Wartburg Central, a team that we got a win against last year, 21-20. So that game was a big Gio had a pick six in that game. If I remember right, I think maybe they went for two late to try to win it. So that was good. In that game, the rushing leader was Lane Cope, had 13 carries for 63 yards. Nate was 10 for 15, 116 yards and a pick. Navarre had 3 catches for 67 yards, and then Lane Cope on defense had 7 tackles. So this year, you go look at kind of what Wartburg's done, and if I'm not mistaken, I thought I had him here, but Wartburg, I believe, is winless on the season, but played an Oneida team that we lost to 13-0, played them to a 6-0 game. So, competitive there, play some good defense. Oneida has its struggles offensively, so they're not going to go score a ton against, a lot of those teams. But, coming off of last week's game, a heartbreaker, one that would have really set us up to kind of control our own fate in the region or in the district. And but had some good things happen in that game, Ian. Colton Relation set a new Eagleton record for longest rush with a 64-yard run in the second quarter. White Matosian had a 40-yard touchdown reception. That was kind of there late. We gave ourselves a chance to kick the onside kick and came close on that one too.
I was going to say, it was almost there. A couple of bounce different direction.
The thing that I was impressed with is last week was our highest average game per play for the season to date. We averaged 5.5 per play on offense. And so that's the thing that we've got to continue working on, is getting, more efficient offensively. And then you get a night like tonight where the wind's blowing. You got to be able to rely on that run game and throw it in spots. And when you can, I think your short intermediate stuff is going to can still be effective. The long balls are the ones that you don't know how that wind's going to take it. So,
can you hear me down here, Randy?
I got you, Coach West.
The wind's kind of blowing guys out toward what's that street over there, Randall?
That's Birdwell.
So it's blowing. Right now it's not too terribly bad. We've had to adjust our broadcast tonight, so if you see it, our kids will not be on the 20-yard line racks for safety reasons, so they'll be on the field, not technically, but on the field level. So different look, and we'll see how that works.
Yeah, I mean, I think the wind has definitely been interesting, and it's going to make both teams adjust what they do a little bit at times, but just some things I saw pregame there. The kicker that was kicking extra points / field goals, not a strong leg. Their kickoff kicker certainly is going to kick the ball to us in an area where we're going to have a chance at a return. So making good decisions, hitting those holes hard on the returns as well, and just seeing what we can do. So,
well, just judging by the warm-ups here, not afraid to throw that deep ball, and be interested to see how that plays out with the wind, if that's going to be a big part of their offense. Got my good friend John Covey joining me here for a second. The Eagleton band's about to make its way out to play our national anthem. Royals will be out here on the field in just a moment.
It's good to be on. I usually only get to come on for the away games. Coach West keeps me kind of holed up behind the producer.
You're awfully good at what you do over there on the producer's desk. So,
But beautiful night. Ended up that we were able to actually come on here. Had some heavy winds and rain, but this is perfect. What do you think?
I was going to say, couldn't really ask for a better setup, and looking forward to some Royals football. Coach West, you down on the field, or excuse us? Excuse us here, guys. We're having a few technical difficulties. We may just take a little bit of a break and get make sure you got some sound here for the Royals and the national anthem. We'll come back to you here right before game time.
About to go live, West.
Standing as this evening we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Performing our national anthem this evening is the ECCA Marching Band under the direction of Assistant Director Brittany Mackey.
Band, attention, go! Band, horns up.
What a great job there by the ECCA Marching Band. Again, under the direction of John Gallagher and Brittany Mackey.
And just getting better every week.
Yep,
Can't
noticeably.
say enough. Yep.
Noticeably better. I mean, that John's been working with them since we got here, and it's been a growth every time they get a chance to play. So
well, and just you see, it's a larger group now, but it's because we got a lot of younger kids in there as well.
All right, we're going to go down to Coach West with a pregame interview with Coach Childs.
Guys, down here with head coach Childs. Just met with your predecessor, Philip Shadowans, put him on the air for a little bit. But, Coach, we get this game in. The wind's dying down a little bit. I'm not going to jinx this, but it's nice to play football as the only game in town.
No doubt, man. It's been a day, buddy. You and I. But I'm excited. I think the kids are excited. Let's go play.
Yep. Wartburg, what do you know about them?
What do I know? Physical football team. They like to spread it out and throw it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this first drive. We've got a couple good athletes, so we got to be ready. We got to be ready to go.
All right, let's get ready to play some football. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Coach West. Yeah, it's interesting, Ian. This is a team that went through a head coaching change this offseason. So Dustin Peels has been their head coach for the last couple of years. We've went up there when we were a JV team and played some football, played up there last year. He took a job over at Heritage. Okay. So he's assistant coach over there now, and their head coach kind of moved up. And you always wonder what kind of change that's going to be. Under Coach Peels, they did a lot of spread. They did a lot of different things in the run game, but they like to get the ball over the field, and this coach is kind of continue doing the same thing. So that's probably been good for those kids to have a little bit of continuity there.
No doubt.
So, but today our captains, number 21, Navarre McDonald Reisner, number 33, Branson Vineyard, and number 7, Nathan Clemmer. For Wartburg, looks like we've got number 12. Number 12 is going to be Austin Beasley. Big number 70, he's a big boy, Lucas Wilson, O-line, D-line. Can't really see the other one. Maybe number 57. Looks like that's number 57, Hayden Beard. And then the other one's kind of guarded by the white hat. So excited to get going, though. I think that keys to the game are going to be the same keys that we've had for weeks, Ian. Taking care of the football, first and foremost. We can't afford to have turnovers. We can't afford to get behind the chains. But trying to find a little bit of an identity on offense. What do we want to be? And you can be multiple and still have an identity of a team that's going to be finesse, or they're going to be physical, or what is that going to be? And I think you got to come out and try to establish that early on.
Well, and last week, just trying to come out and match in the spots you had, just because we faced an offense last week that would just run the clock while they were at it, trying to maximize. You saw at the end of the game where we were able to move it and take advantage of a few chances. But with a team on the other side that likes to spread it around, throw it around today, how much more is that important to have an identity on offense and to make sure that we're controlling that side of the
yeah, I mean, I think it's key. I think our defense has been really good. We looked at the numbers. We're averaging 19 points a game on offense, but we're only giving up 17. And so we've been good defensively. And the funny thing is, the two games that we've really had the most success in were teams that like to spread the ball and throw it around, the teams that we've had more of a struggle defensively with. And look, we stuck in it last week.
No doubt.
But they were a double wing, double tight, run it down your throat, hit you with that. And look, they threw
the same 3 plays all night long.
And they threw it 2 times, but guess what?
They were big.
They were daggers, right? So coming out
and how important is that for Coach Childs and Coach Bruden on the defensive side of the ball to have a team who's really going to test the secondary early, right?
Yeah, and they have a really good player, number 6. I think his name is Landon Quinney. He's a senior this year, but he's been playing for them for 3 years and had some success. So he's a kid that I'd like to see Navarre McDonald Reisner matched up with a lot. I think he matches him athletically.
I'm looking at Wyatt Matosian this week to have a big game as well. I think our secondary is going to be able to make some solid plays.
Yeah, and I think the one thing that's probably been the most missed is we've got Tyson Click back. Tyson Click missed last week, back this week, and now you've got you've got a good chance to see him get out there and make a difference, where I think that last week he was definitely potentially an 8-point swing, right? So now you've got him and Gio that are both going to be out there kind of manning that defensive line and giving us some reps on offense.
And taking advantage and hitting those spots when you do have them on offense, right?
Randall, their offensive line is quite large.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you can see from here, number 70, big guy, 50, 57, one of their captains is a good-looking kid. But again, that's important that you got Gio and Tyson manning those ends. There's not many players in this class in the state of Tennessee that can block Tyson consistently. So having him, and that allows you to, if they adjust and start blocking over to him, Gio should have a good game. So
we got Navarre back deep. Who's the two up?
That looks like Colton Relation and Lane Cope probably.
Okay.
So, and that's about the right place to be for in pregame. That's about where they were kicking it. Navarre aggressive,
fields it clean, able to sneak outside. Does he get the edge?
I think he will.
A lot of
Great
room.
Return down to the 49-yard line,
Right
plus territory. That's exactly what you want to start, where you want to start. And interesting here, Ian, looks like we're going out immediately with a double tight look. Again, the ability to do that with both Tyson and Gio, a little bit of 12 personnel gives us some things that we can do on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the run game.
Well, it just makes you so versatile, right? You can run with them and they can block, or if you sneak them out, good things can happen.
Yeah. Well, across the offensive line, you got Trevor Bright, Caden Baker, Kendall Click, Charlie Johnson, and Jonathan Jewell. So a little bit of a different look this week.
Well, and Tyson here is not on the line. He's a step back.
Little H-back, yep.
Running right behind him. Can we get over to him? We can't.
Had a missed block there by our left guard, Caden Baker's first start. But, again, I think that the coaches have been looking for the best group that they can get out there. Sure. Scotty Ellison's been starting at center for us, so they've kind of made that shift of putting Kendall Click in there and got Caden Baker and Charlie Johnson in there at the guards.
Okay.
But, yeah, you don't love on that first play there to kind of run that outside zone to your tight end / H-back, and you still can't.
I feel like if we could have gotten there behind him, we might have had some space.
So now they're in that little tight end receiver look here with the H-back receiver up top on the top of the field.
Need some positive yardage right here.
Randall, you pretty much got Navarre double covered over here. They've got one on him and one over the top.
Making Gio come out, it looks like. Not sure what happened there, Coach West.
Well, I don't know, but Lane Cope's got one-on-one to his side.
Yep. No help over the top.
If you can get a chance to figure out what was going on there, Coach West, it'd be nice to know why they made Gio come out. But
it's probably some kind of equipment error, I would imagine. But I think they just jumped. They went off sides.
No flag yet. A little bit of a wonky start here.
Indeed.
Now that's going to be false start on us, so we're going to be
I see the flag up top.
2nd and 18.
Exactly where we didn't want to be, right? That was one of the keys of the game of trying to get behind the chains. And it certainly, there's not a whole lot of plays in our playbook where we've not been a big hitter team for 2nd and 18.
But
they're obviously, Randall, very concerned about number 21 in black.
Well, as they should be.
Straight run by Nate. Just didn't get to the second level there. 2-yard gain. Gio heading back in. Coming back out now. Wyatt Matosian checking in now, so going to more of that H-back look, or maybe they'll slide Tyson and put his hand on the ground. But 3rd and 16, it's a tough one.
Tall order.
I would probably be looking for a screen here. We've tried to throw those screens a little bit over the last few weeks, and with Colton back there at running back, it gives you a little bit of a better chance to do some stuff like that.
As far off as they are on that far side, I feel like we'll stop. They ran the route, but we went the other side.
A little sailed on them. So not a great first offensive series, going to punt, but we just got to go play some defense. Again, Coach West, Coach Britton, it's hard when you get behind the chains to do a whole lot.
Yeah, we talked in pregame, Randall, about adversity, and we get a little bit of that on the first series. Right there, Navarre's getting double coverage. So this might be a time for Wyatt Matosian, who's really come out in the last 2 weeks and performed at a high level.
Good punt.
Solid
good
kick.
roll.
Stop. A little too good a roll.
Yeah,
that's how you got to punt that thing, low and hard.
A little too much English on that one. So, yeah, I agree with you, though, Coach West. I think that we know that if we're trying to go deep, the majority of this year, Navarre's been our guy. Wyatt came on last week, and we still have Lane Cope, who's caught some long balls and is certainly athletic enough to go make some plays.
Soft a coverage as there was on that side of the field. I think look in that direction and just seeing if you can sneak him out.
But on that pass from the snap, Nate's eyes never left Navarre.
Locked in on him, and you got to be able to kind of pull that double coverage or make them think you're going somewhere else. So Wartburg coming out in a 2-receiver set, and they're shifting right back into a little almost under center wishbone look.
Yeah. Having nightmares after last week there.
Little option.
A fantastic open field
Tyson
tackle.
almost took that handoff.
Yeah, and that's the thing with these read plays, the midline, they're reading that guy that he is not the one I would want to read because he's going to make you make a mistake. But this is a clear scouting thing that Wartburg has done. They've went and looked and said, look, Happy Valley, Oneida, Tellico had some success getting into some of those power packages.
See if we can do the same.
And like Coach West said, they've got a good looking offensive line. So right back into it.
They get that far into the backfield, though. I don't know that's going to
little invert, almost a power eye inverted look here.
Fantastic, blowing it up again. Ball's out.
Yeah,
they got it back.
They got it. But
I don't think this is what they want to do. I think that's the thing that happens when you have some of these shifts early. You know, in a week where you game plan to do something you haven't done a lot of. I just don't think this is what you really. You're going to have some of those fumbles, some of that stuff, and but they tried a little bit of a counter look like that Happy Valley had success with last week.
We got stacks on either
little
side.
stack.
Get him, get him.
And
Three Royals get there. Another Senate collision. Boom.
Great job there by the defense.
I'm not sure. I think Gio got there first. Connor Cox was in there, but I think Gio was the one that got there first.
All three of them got there real quick.
So that's the stop we need. Now, snap and clear mentality, right? Get the ball back here and go play football. Stop. Don't get behind the chains. Make good decisions. Try to run the football a little bit.
Well, let's just let Navarre take it in and play defense again real quick because that went
That would be nice.
Right?
Punter pregame, decent punter, can get it off.
But that one's short.
That was not a good one. Get away from it, Wyatt. And again, starting on the plus side of the field. Yes,
almost.
It did not make it.
Yeah, we were close to getting that one, Randall.
Well, and I'm not. Yeah, Lane's had a few of those this year. I think if he really gets aggressive and lays out on one, he might be able to get it. So.
Right now, like we talked about earlier, I would look at Willard King, possibly Wyatt Matosian. If they're going to take Navarre away, we've got other guys that are very capable.
Yeah, and eventually, you've got to shift back if we start having.
You got Wyatt and you got Willard on the inside.
He's got single coverage over here right now.
Yeah, run him straight up the seam.
Little play action. Good protection.
Crossing route.
Willard was wide open.
Yep.
Took too long to throw it to him. That was I think Covey saw that one before anyone else, but that looked like just kind of a little corner with an out route there.
He also had Navarre.
I was going to say,
to
the near side, that little, I don't know if it was a pick play or just. And
the encouraging thing here early is the pass protection looks to be pretty good. So already another shift it looks like up front. I think we've taken Caden Baker out and put someone else in, trying to figure out what that best group is. Jason Ellsworth in.
I like that one. Much more decisive, quick throw, get a little bit of momentum.
The only thing I want Lane to do a little better job of is sometimes I think he tries to dance too much.
Agreed.
Sometimes you're better make one cut and get vertical, but still a successful 8-yard play there to give you a short third down play here.
This be a nice place for Nate to keep it.
We have 3 on this side and only 2 DBs.
Snap wasn't great. Good pickup by
Just
Colton.
run and get it. I think he's got it.
Good pickup by Colton on that sprint out.
That'll be a Mower Works first down, fellas.
Sir. Excavating first down.
So again, up front, Trevor Bright, Jason Ellsworth now in at guard, Kendall Click, Charlie Johnson, and Jonathan Jewell at receivers. You've got 4 in there: Navarre, Willard, Lane Cope, and Wyatt Matosian. Wartburg, Wartburg's sitting in a 7-man box. You got to throw it.
That was his A.
They shifted a little bit out there. But
Wyatt is wide open. We'll take the results of the play, though.
Yeah, good pass there. Good job by Nate to get out and Colton helped pick up on the backside there. Trevor got a little bit of a speed rush there, and but for another mower works first down by Lane Cope there. So some success here on this drive. That's what you like to see. Staying in that 10 personnel look, which has given us a little bit here. But again, right back to it for Wartburg. They're in that 3-4 defense with 7 in the box.
A lot of space out there on the high side of the field. Little play action. No. Gives it handoff and able to get into the end zone.
For a Broadway Barbershop touchdown. Colton Relation. And guys, it's encouraging when you can do that against a 7-man box. What they're doing is they're saying they're going to go 7 men in the box and man up on the other 4 and say go beat us, right? So we'll try and do that. So good job there. Great play by Colton Relation to kind of knock it outside and then make a good cut and get vertical.
Nice read and able to get into the end zone.
Gabe for the point after. It's up.
And it's looking good.
And it's good.
Randall, what I liked about that run is Colton put his foot in the ground, found a hole, and went.
Yeah, I mean, especially there where, his first game had a really good week of practice, and then his first game in there, he was a little timid, didn't run it as hard as he probably could have just because he hadn't had a ton of snaps back there. But glad to get that PAT through. I noticed pregame, Coach West, I think our goalpost on the Lake Eagleton side of the field here got a little twisted in the wind. So athletic director might have to check that one out.
The band down here, guys, with a spirited fight song, our cheer squad with a nice little dance, and the crowd getting into it a little bit. Nice to see.
How's the home crowd look? It's tough to see from up here.
Not bad. I mean, for a night like tonight, we got a lot of people on the rail, but we've got a pretty good crowd for one that you didn't expect to get to play.
Yeah, and we're the only show in town, so hopefully those that aren't here or watching us here on YouTube, got to come up with a cool name for our YouTube channel, like The Village TV.
It won't be The Village Nation, I can tell you that.
That's why I said TV. 120 watching right now. Thank you all for joining us.
Indeed.
So Gabe Steinbach back to kick. Got under that one a little bit.
Still filtered inside the 20. Some good coverage down there, but not able to get him down.
Yeah, you hate when you're down there. You touch them on about the 26, 27-yard line, and they end up on the 42.
Yeah, right there was a little timid when we went in on the ball right there, Randall.
Yeah. So Wartburg will get the ball in the 42. Interested to see what they come out and do here. Obviously, that first series, Ian, I didn't think that them shifting to more of that power look did a whole lot for them.
It looked unnatural, so we'll see if they decide to stick with it or
out on defense. A lot of the same suspects. You got Tyson, Jonathan Jewell, Gio, and Fife kind of playing that front line.
Rolled out a little bit more of a spread.
Trips down here to our sideline. And we're
Quick
there.
Handoff,
Branson Vineyard with another Stenick collision. Boom. Great job by him to fill that hole. Something we didn't do a great job of last week at the linebacker position. I know that Coach Bruton and those guys. And, speaking of linebackers, Coach Elkins, want to shout out a big congratulations to him. Him and his wife had their first child, so he's at home with them this week. Hopefully he's watching when he can get a little bit of time in with the baby. So they're awesome. Back in a little trips with an H-back look, a little empty.
Bringing some pressure to the far side. They get it out. Was that a forward pass, Coach?
It was close, but they called it incomplete. But, again, that gives us a 3rd and 13, it looks like. So
I feel like in Norman last week that was a fumble, right?
Yeah. So going to be 3rd and 13 here.
All right, really haven't had any time to be able to get out here and test the secondary like we've talked. We're getting a lot of pressure, and I feel like that last one was the first real blitz, right?
Yeah. Going back to that 2x2 stack look.
Linebackers dropping back in coverage.
Little screen inside, really good play right there to Landon Quinn again. He's a good player. That's a really cool play call right there. They go that stack and make everyone kind of think that they're going to air it out and kind of sneak him back underneath with a little jailbreak screen. Nice play. So it gives them a 1st and 10 on our 46. Again, for them, Ian, I think we got to watch 6. They're going quads now. Hadn't seen this one this year. Quads empty, quads to their sideline.
Wow.
I know Coach Childs mentioned something about this to me. So just a straight QB run. Nice hit there by Tyson Click. Still about a 4 or 5 yard gain. But that's cool to do there, Ian, to go empty, put quads out there, kind of pull some of their defenders,
pull
and
as
then
many personnel outside
and then
of
just
them.
kind of run it back underneath. That's a cool play call there, and they're going to stick with it back in quads.
2 creative plays in a row there.
I'd be looking for them out of this formation to try to throw a little quick screen over there to number 12, get it out. Now they just threw it to the empty guy over here and said, go make a tackle.
Well, it's something that I was thinking it might look good on the other side of the ball just because it's a one-on-one. If you don't get him down, you got a lot of room to run.
Just that quick snap screen.
Yep.
But it's all about, in a quads look, they're pulling people out that way, and so you lighten everything up down here to the lower side of the field and going right back to it.
Important here to kind of bow up and keep them out of the end zone.
Right back to that quads look up on the top. A little diamond formation. Just another straight quarterback run. Gio makes them bounce it, but got to be able to make those plays, got to wrap up.
Yeah. Seems like they found a little something here.
Yeah, I think they'll just keep playing that game, Ian. I think that they're probably trying to lull us to sleep a little bit because they haven't went up to that top side yet, but I would be expecting that real soon for them to go back up to that. So now going back to still kind of an empty look with that H-back kind of running back up to the top there. Just a quick screen out to number 6.
Well blocked.
Yeah, and a good job by our defense to make that play. Screen plays are all about how much you want it, right? How are you going to block? How are you going to fight through those blocks and try to go make a tackle? So 3rd and short here.
Well, and Coach with the wind
Right back
coming
to
in.
empty.
Is this? Oh, yep.
That's
a very interesting time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was probably an illegal formation.
Late guy off the field. Gio was late getting off.
Can't give them free ones. Can't give them free ones.
That'll be a 1st down.
Hold on, they're marking them.
Walking it the other way.
Okay. So looks like
we called a break there because Gio was not outside the numbers on that when they.
And they called offsides. They must have just been lined up on the wrong side of the ball there. You don't see offsides on the offense very often. Back to a more traditional 2-by-2 look. Dropping back. Got the out. No one there. He lays the
go
lumber.
with the deep man there.
Yeah, I mean, they just ran a little vertical with an out, kind of that flood concept a little bit without the underneath, and no one was there for the little 10-yard out. So I've been told I talk over people's heads too much, so I'm going to try to be a little more specific when I say stuff.
I'll try and ask some better questions there as well. I think I know what you mean by a flood route. It's just you put responsibility for 2 routes on the same person, right?
2 to 3 level concept over that way. Back to a little kind of power eye with a toss, and we do a good job of getting there for a short gain.
So they're still able to gain about 3.
Nothing they do out of that power look just looks real comfortable for them.
Mm-hmm. Well, defense continues to make them earn it. Hopefully we can stop them right here. You talked a little bit in the pregame about their special teams. Would you expect any sort of a field goal now that we're inside the 20-yard line?
No, I think that they've got to be inside the 15 to attempt a field goal, just based on what I saw pregame. Unless they have a different kicker that wasn't there. So
screen out.
Do a good job of getting pressure.
The VAR, ball out.
And, hey, backs him up a little more.
Hutcherson on the on the
Coach West.
Yes, sir.
Needs you to be a little more positive down there, sir.
Hey, I'm being nothing but rainbows and lollipops, my brother. But right there, Navarre McDonald with a nice hit. Ball comes out. That's happened a couple times, and maybe the next time the ball will bounce our way.
Yeah, and on that one, part of it was just getting that pressure immediately through the middle of the defense. Made the quarterback rush the throw a little bit, which just kind of threw everything off. So
Alan Faree back in the game for the first time after concussion.
yeah, good to see that.
No doubt.
I'd be looking for some kind of screen or something again here, and there it is underneath.
Nope. Yep. Nice move, able to get by.
Good stop by our Eagleton Royals defense.
Ball's that?
He got it back. He did fumble it again, but yeah, I mean,
Did Navarre come from the other side of the field to chase him down and grab that jersey?
So we that's one thing I would not say we've done a bad job of at all on defense this year is the hustle. You see Tyson Click all over the field, Navarre McDonald, Reisner, Wyatt Matosian never gives up on a play. So that makes it 4th and 10 again. I think they go here, but interesting to see him in that 3rd and long situation come back to that middle screen again. I think that they just want to get the ball in Six's hands.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a screen right here as well, Randall.
I'd be looking for that flood up top again as well, that kind of vertical out by and we jumped, it looks like. Makes it a little easier on them. So going back to looks like more of our traditional base defense here, kind of taking some of those. I think we were in nickel package there. Gives them a few more options. Going back to that quad look, I think you're right here, Coach West. I wouldn't be surprised to see a screen out to number 12 and let him go make a play or a snap down here to the lower side.
No, just run.
And we got him. Stopped him short.
Don't understand that play call.
He took a bend right there. That looked painful.
So that is a turnover on downs. Good job by our Eagleton Royals defense. Let's hit one of our sponsors. Very good timing there. Mr. Covey, Stennett Collision. Had a few Stennett Collision booms there on that long drive by Wartburg, but Stennett Collision 2 area locations, one in Sevierville, one here in Blount County. Been here for a long time. Thank you for your support of Eagleton Athletics. So now back in there with that H-back tight end look.
Handoff up the middle, but not much there.
Not a whole lot of good on that play there. Gio had somebody kind of smash inside of him, and it's always tough to get inside penetration on a run play.
They've got some big boys there on the line. We've got to make sure we pick our spots and get a good lane there, right?
Yeah, and I think that the thing that you can do based on personnel, especially if they stack that box with that 3-4 look, is try to press the edge if we can get some. I mean, in this formation here, we've got tight end H-back, and we're trading to the other side. I like that. They shift over a little bit.
Yep.
And there's the outside zone.
Steps it in.
Just didn't do a good job of picking up that outside linebacker on that one. I know it hasn't been – we haven't been crazy successful this year with our passing game, but if they're going to put 7 in the box, let's keep throwing the football.
That's a quick first quarter, guys, as we got a ways to go, but good job by the defense holding on that 4th down.
Yeah, and you always love to say at the end of one, your Eagleton Royals are leading 7-0 over the Wartburg Central Bulldogs. While we're on this break, let's talk about another one of our sponsors.
Perfect. Hit these guys as well. It was a good first quarter, able to get into the end zone, but Broadway Barbershop, were they our original sponsor? Were they the OG?
And
maybe Mowerworks may have, but one of the originals. And speaking of originals, just a staple of downtown Maryville.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to just take a wild stab and say Johnny's watching tonight. No other football going on, so Johnny Morgan, appreciate your support. You need a nice haircut, and you need no frills about it. Go over and see Broadway, and then GT Shelley Enterprises, another one that I hope at this point everybody's got that number memorized. 865-441-6999, or you need any lawn care or landscaping, give GT Shelley a call. A good first quarter there by the Royals defensively for sure. You love to see them getting that stop, even on that long drive, to continue to find a way to get a stop.
And now, Coach, I know you don't want to give it to him, give him anything easy down here. You're still deep in your own territory, but would sure like to see something a little air under it here on this third down play.
Yeah, something smart, something low percentage, danger-wise, but a little trade again.
Just hang on to it.
And Nate gets sacked from the backside there.
Yep.
Just the indecision there is what causes those type of situations. He was ready to throw, decided not to, and look, you love to live to breathe another day, right?
No
it's
doubt.
fourth and a long ways, but we at least get a chance to punt it here.
Hey, we're punting into the wind, Randall.
Well, keep it low and do what we did last time, and maybe it'll take the good royal bounce.
Yeah, certainly don't want to try to get this one up because you never know when that thing's going to gust and pull it backwards. So
it looks like a little bit. Ouch.
Yeah, not a good net on that punt.
Nope.
Great field position for Wartburg.
it's time for the defense to go back to work. They're starting on their the positive 30 for them, so 30 yards to get a score there.
Well, maybe we get another one of those hits and the ball bounces to somebody in a black jersey.
Absolutely. Well, going back here, let's see if they come out and which offense they decide to roll with here. Looks like they're going to be kind of in that. Now this is a different one. Nope, never mind. They just go trips up top. I thought they were going to go two back, but trips up top to the boundary. Just a
play
slant,
action.
incomplete. If we give them that cushion and Six is by himself, they're going to try to get it to him as much as they can. So,
well, if that's how they do it, I don't know if we don't let them.
yeah, the thing you just don't want to happen there is kind of get lulled to sleep. They hit that slant and he hits the seam and bye-bye. So.
Yep. Felt like the
Six is
linebackers-
also a little gimpy after that play. Something to watch there. Back to a trips look down here to the wide side of the field. 2nd and 10, going to run it.
went with a handoff.
Good
and
job,
caught the
Branson
backfield.
Vineyard with another Stennett collision. Boom. That's 2 TFLs already for Branson, doing a really good job of hitting through that hole. Just a power play there for pulling a backside guard, leading up on the play side linebacker, and Branson did a good job of filling a gap and getting there. So it looks like we're going back to probably a little bit of a nickel look here with Colton Relation coming in.
Randall, this is 2 downs for them right here, no matter what.
Yep, I agree. 6 is still not moving real well. He's moving a little gingerly, so 2-by-2 look here. Pressure.
Get in the backfield, but
we got called for intentional grounding last week.
I don't know how that's not.
I was informed that there's really not any intentional grounding in high school sports. It's just you got to throw it in the area of a receiver. So you can throw it out of bounds from the pocket if there's someone in the vicinity. And I guess they considered someone in the vicinity there.
Last week I was wide open on that one, Randall.
Yeah, I don't think you've got any eligibility left, Coach. But you are a specimen of an athlete, so I think you'd help us out.
Check.
Got safeties playing off deep, kind of right at the line to gain.
He's going to go run, and he's got space. Are we gonna? Connor can't come up and grab him.
And that's what you can't do on that 4th and long is back everybody off so much that the quarterback can go make a play. Good job by that quarterback to make a good decision and get the first down. Those are the ones you want to have. Shout out to the Eagleton Broadcasting AV crew, the ones that were able to make it tonight. Got our 20-yard cams down there. Landon McClurg couldn't get it tonight, so we got the Luke West up here running the camera for us.
Yeah, mighty fine job.
Definitely better at it than his father is. There's no question about that one. Back to that power formation, just a little dive play.
I know they do it just to keep us honest, but able to really shore up and do it when they run through or between the tackles. It's where we've had trouble
Luke,
on the outside.
I am his father.
No gain. It's 2nd and 10.
Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Yeah, I would stay away from the power there. I don't think this formation's doing a whole lot for him.
That's a false start.
Yeah, don't know what that was exactly.
That was a false start. That's what that was.
It didn't work out for him, whatever it was. I think I'll take 3rd and 9.
They did not call anything though.
Yeah, both tackles went, and then the ball was snapped.
Huh.
So 3rd and 9 here again, 2-down territory. I think unless they get inside about the 10-yard line, they're not kicking a field goal. He was kicking it from the 20-yard line in warm-ups and was short most of the time. So, but staying in that power set. Maybe look for some kind of play action here to get it to one of those receivers out wide. And there it is. Fake toss. Throws it up.
Whew, you got a hand on it.
Almost got him.
That was a nice block by their running back on Vineyard right there.
Yeah, and that's the one thing you can do out of that look. We saw it last week, right? Happy Valley lulled us to sleep, run, and then when you sneak somebody out, you kind of get lost in the shuffle. Good job there of them dropping it. And look at this. We got the replay.
John Covey is in the house.
Well, the cover wasn't quite as bad. I don't think we just realized the ball was coming, right?
Correct, yeah. And we say it every week, though. Speaking of John Covey, we couldn't do it up here without him pushing all the right buttons, that's for sure.
No doubt. All right, big 4th down here. Could be one of those momentum. Little screen, but we're there. Can we get him down?
Another
nice hold by the defense. Quarterback's wanting a late hit, but that was a great. Was that Willard King that was in on that?
So turnover on downs with another Stennett collision. Boom. Let's go get a few Mower Works 1st down and a Broadway Barbershop touchdown right here.
Sounds like a plan.
So I like to see Tyson getting off to get a little rest, but also looks like we're going to be back in 10 personnel here, and we had a little success on that touchdown drive out of this look. So
now the wind's against us, but I'd like to see Nate take a shot here. You got Alex Walker one-on-one over here. Maybe a shot.
So 2-by-2 look.
No.
Quick pass out to Navarre.
Able to get some positive.
Gets about 8 on the play. That's the one thing that we do well offensively is when we know we can get the ball out, kind of 1-2 throw. Nate does a good job of getting it out. It's the stuff where we have to think a little bit too much. I think sometimes Nate just is trying so hard not to make a mistake that he holds on to it a little long, and sometimes that works for us. We get out and run, but again, 2-by-2 look here, 2nd and about 3.
But I'm with Coach West. I would like to see 2 steps back, maybe put a little air under it and see if Alex can go and get it. Although, if we run it like this.
Good run by Colton Relation for a Mower Works 1st down.
Yeah, that guy had a good angle on him to be able to get him, but if he was a little half step, but that's a great run and finish by Colton Relation.
Just another speed that we haven't had back there in the first few games, and it wasn't the greatest blocked play. I mean, we had guys in the area, but Colton just made a great play, got outside, pushing towards another 100-yard game this week.
Taking a good angle there, but
felt a raindrop, fellas.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it did get a little dark on us, but it's okay. Rain ain't gonna hurt nobody.
You can say that.
Nice. Oh.
It's twice this year just a really good look for Alex, and I think he's trying to go run and get that touchdown before he catches the ball. So,
good
ball by Nate.
Play design.
You know what I blame that on, Randall? Today in team meal, he wouldn't eat a steak because he wants it well done. That is a definite problem.
Yeah, I don't always trust people who eat their steaks well done. So, Alex, he's a good boy. He's getting in there more and more as the season progresses. A kid that didn't play football last year, didn't play for us, and so good to see him out there. Trips down here to our side of the field. Going to be another run for Jeremiah there. Good to see Jay Money in there.
And a nice little run.
Got a couple yards there, makes it 3rd and 8. And I think the way the defense has played, maybe this is 2-down territory as well, especially now the wind is against us, which could help, I guess, but you'd love to see us get a little success here on 3rd down. If we're short, make it an easier 4th down play. Really 2 over top of 2 up top here.
Yep.
I'd like to see a big out by Wyatt here.
Well, and he's there.
He's
route. There. And it's to him.
For a Mower Works 1st down. Good play, good ball there by Nathan Clemmer. He just
guys, what can you say about the growth and the development of Wyatt Matosian.
Yeah, and a kid that's played for us since day one when we got here, Scott. And he keeps working, and now he's not just out there. He's making legitimate plays for us week to week. So a little 2x2 bunch look here, kind of tight end. Nate with a quick handoff there to Colton. And that was a late hit that they didn't call. Helmet to helmet, too. So got to watch that kind of stuff. But no gain on the play. Yeah, it was a great play there by Wyatt on that first down. Just runs a corner.
But I love how he slows it down a half a step to keep his body between.
Well, and he understood where the DB was and kind of flattened it out and gave Nate a bad snap.
Get down.
And that's the challenge of having a new center in there this week. Just snaps from a new guy. Those things right there kind of happen, and now we're back behind the chains. We are traditionally we would be in field goal range, but this wind, I don't think we are, but like to see him throw something down there near the original.
That or at least get a positive play here and then maybe be able to take a chance for 3.
Yep. So 3rd and a long ways. Nate airs it out.
Can Navarre come down with it? Nope.
Good defense right there by the cornerback. Navarre made a good attempt at it right there to bring up 4th down. I'd like to see us do that when we're not just down here pinned up.
Agreed.
Give us a chance to throw one out and let Navarre run under it, especially when we start going the other way. That was actually a good ball by Nate there, though. I mean, threw it and gave him a chance, right? At that point, it's a 50-50 ball.
And, Coach, tell me, is throwing it a half a count earlier and letting it almost seems like we're waiting for the ball to get there. Is that by design or?
I think in that situation, you're just trying to give him a chance. And if you throw a pick, it's not great, but you also know that.
Great protection. He's able to roll this way, and he's got a receiver down.
Did he get it, Coach West?
He didn't get it.
That's a bad spot.
Well, he was still going to be short. I got him at the 5. He had to get to the 4 to get the first down.
Maybe we got a replay on that one, Mr. Covey. No replay on that one. It's okay.
Takes it from not field goal range.
I agree, Randall. That spot was questionable, but he was a yard and a half short no matter what. But that's a nice punt there to pin them inside the 10.
Yeah, you take that field position all day for them, especially with how we've played so far defensively.
Right now, we'd like a negative yardage play. I'd like to see Tyson Click get in there.
Yeah, I'd be looking for him, maybe Branson coming through unblocked, but they're in an empty set.
They have not been successful running up the middle. Force him outside.
That's a nice move by the quarterback.
Francis on the carry.
He was hit for maybe a 2-yard gain. He turned it into 4 or 5.
Yeah, I thought there was a potential hold there. I mean, I saw one of our guys kind of getting surfed on a little bit there. But 2nd and 6. So back in that spread, 2x2 look here. And that's a false start on them. That'll back it up half the distance to the goal. Should put them back pretty close to their original line of scrimmage. No, behind, actually.
2nd and 11.
That'll be 2nd down and a long 10.
So, negated that nice play by their quarterback. Tight on their tight down here. Got a receiver kind of tight up top, and number 6 kind of hanging out by himself up top. So, little jet sweep. Dragging it out. Defense did a good job of making him kind of continue to stretch that one outside.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And that's what you want to do there, Ian, on that outside zone play is you've got that push coming outside. Got that push coming outside and not giving them a chance to.
Hey, Randall, a little bizarre. We're watching it rain on the other side of the field, and now it's finally to us. But
we see it on
it
the
wasn't
far,
here.
Yep, can see it there, and it's actually a pretty cool looking rain there. Well, Coach West, I hope you don't get too wet down there. Drops back.
Ooh.
So that's going to give it 4th and 10. Got a punt here.
And that punter is going to have his feet in the end zone.
Now he is going to have a little bit of wind going with him clearly. And in warm-ups, he was punting that way and was able to get some 35-yard punts. So
but again, his feet are in the end zone, and it's a slick ball.
Got Navarre McDonald Reisner back. Key here is secure that football.
No doubt.
Rain coming down. And if you do secure it, go run, see if you can't get in the end zone. Good snap.
Woo.
Navarre's going to
fields it and is able to get 6.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to be on about the 34-yard line. 34 yards to go to score. Let's hit a sponsor.
Print FX. Talk about folks who have done a lot of work here at the Academy. Just a fantastic job, not only with our stuff here at the rack and the football field, but also over in the gym and whatnot. Can't say enough about the work they've done.
So 1st and 10, 2-by-2 look here. Rain still coming down. Hand off to Colton.
Nice.
Good cut there.
Able to follow his block and stay up. Yep.
Great job right there by Colton Relation. Really good job to secure
run on
it.
first down, yep.
Secure it there. Get you about 7 or 8 on the first play.
It's 2nd down and 3.
So staying in that 2-by-2 look, it looks like.
Coach, I don't know that I've seen quite this horizontal wind or rain in some time. How's it down there on the field, Coach West?
Great play by Lane. Hold on to that ball, son.
Ow.
He's got to secure that thing a little tighter. Glad he got the first down there, but that thing was out there swinging a little bit.
That's great. Our blocker missed the block and then almost tackled his own teammate, but great job in shifting this by Lane Cope. The rain's a little chilly, Randy.
I'm sure it is. It does. Temperature's been a little lower the last few days, which I'm thankful for.
Did we miss some Mower Works first down there, Coach?
We did. Mower Works first down. Must not have gotten to the neutral zone. Motion. Handoff for the jet sweep.
On the far side. Got some room to go. Hops the defender.
Good play right there.
Yep.
Good job by Lane. Being patient, getting behind his blockers.
I'll take 2nd down and 1. Will you, Randy?
Yeah, all the time. It beats the problem we've had going the last few weeks of having 2nd and 15s.
Yeah, right now we're keeping Wartburg behind the sticks and getting out, and our guys are doing a pretty good job. I think we're getting ready to explode here in a minute.
Yeah, I think you just keep doing what you're doing here. Trips a bunch up to the Wartburg side of the field. Look for a Nate run here maybe. Instead, we hand it to Colton, who
He's in again.
gets another Broadway barbershop touchdown. Love to see that running game coming to life, especially on a night like tonight. Really good play to that Trips bunch there. And we get the touchdown.
I think I'll start doing push-ups, Randy. What do you think?
Yeah, let's see it. I don't know if you got enough energy on that carnivore diet, Coach West.
I'll see if Stephen can match me down here.
So great play there. Coach Coppinger down there, excited for Colton. Offensive line doing a good job there. Gabe is back for the point after. Good snap, good hold. It's up and through. That makes your score, Eagleton 14, Wartburg 0. Why don't you throw another sponsor up there for us? Mower Works. What a great one. Had a few Mower Works first downs there, but again, Mower Works, the only X-Mark dealer in Blount County. If you need a new X-Mark, come and check them out.
Officially renting aerators.
Renting aerators. Saw that post today, John, on Facebook. So if you need an aerator, this is the time of year when you want to aerate that lawn, get some new seed down, some fertilizer, all those things. Go check out Mower Works, 865-213-2773.
All right.
That was a great drive. I know it was a short drive, but our guys are feeling confident. You can kind of sense it, Randall, down here on the sideline.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach West, tell us a little bit about Denzo. We had Denzo up there.
Denzo been in Blount County a long time, supporting school systems, not just ours, but all the other school systems in the area. Denzo Manufacturing, one of the largest employers in Blount County.
Yeah, and Denzo, a part of, I know they have a representative on the BCEF, Blount County Education Foundation, giving out grants to local schools here in Blount County, teachers that have the need. And so, of course, we appreciate everything Denzo does for
Randall,
for us.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
You think Robbie Lotz is home watching, taking notes?
Yeah, Robbie, if you're watching, I know it's tough coming in number 2 sometimes, but
Offside kick.
and we got it. We got it.
Nobody's got it yet.
I think they got it, man. What a play there. Defense is playing good.
3 different Royals had their hands on that. Woo!
So going to give them the ball at the 49.
I like that play, though, Coach. I like that call.
Man, you hate to have that one slip away.
No doubt. Talk about just taking all the momentum at that point.
So got Harlan Nelson out there on defense now. Going to be playing our nose still. Linebackers, Branson Vineyard, Easton Britton. Our corners are Colton Relation. No, I think that's Gabe. Gabe Steinbach and Wyatt Matosian. Safeties, Navarre and Willard King. Lane Cope playing that strong safety position. So back to a 2-by-2 look. I think this is where they're going to have to find some success. And timeout. Timeout for Wartburg.
Randall, I was telling Bubba down here, this feels kind of like November football when the Wildcats will roll into Neyland Stadium and beat the Vols.
Yeah, you keep dreaming, Scott West. Huh?
I don't know what alternate reality that is.
No, hey, I'll give the Kentucky Wildcats credit. Looked pretty bad against the Gamecocks of South Carolina, but then came back and played well against the Bulldogs. Not convinced the Bulldogs are as good as people think they are. They struggle offensively. Interested to see how that Alabama-Georgia game goes, especially with an off day for the Volunteers tomorrow. Your top 5 ranked Tennessee Volunteers.
No doubt. Who do your Wildcats have this weekend, Coach?
I'm not sure. I just wait till Saturday and do a Google search.
Probably like St. Francis, Pennsylvania or somebody, because outside of the SEC they don't play much. Wartburg, after the timeout, comes back out in a little H-back look up top. So they got 2 receivers, H-back to the top side of the field with a number 6 down here by himself.
Kind of like Kent State powerhouse.
Who was the week before that, Coach? Wasn't that?
Yeah, I think last week Tennessee beat the ranked Oklahoma Sooners. Mm-hmm. So, got to play a couple cupcakes here and there. Kent State, UTC. UTC, home of Maxie
NC State.
NC State, ACC. I don't know if the Kentucky Wildcats could handle them. Clemson put a whooping on them, though. So back to a traditional trips look up on top.
Got number 6 here down to the near side. They're running all the way.
And short gain there on second down. Just the backside guard pulls. They lead with the running back. Just really a two-back power with the quarterback there.
I know he's been out a while there, Randall, but Gio right there, when he sees that the quarterback's keeping, he's got to scrape down that line.
Well,
and he's at that point.
And, gentlemen, what do you think here? This is 3rd and 7. I don't feel like this is 4-down territory for him, leaving short field to us. This could be a big down right here.
Yeah, and I think if you're short here with the running clock, you call a timeout and try to give yourself one more chance going into the half. So he sprints out. Gio does a good job of getting
off that block.
And we're going to he gets a good job by their quarterback of getting rid of it.
There's a flag.
Probably going to be holding or downfield offensive lineman.
Yeah, I thought they held Gio right there, Randall.
Yeah, and I think I saw number 57 in the area of that flag with an illegal man downfield. That one haunts you, Maryville Rebels, illegal man downfield.
That was on a 2-point conversion, Randall, and not even possible to happen. But
who was that against, Ravenwood?
No, that would have been Whitehaven.
Yeah, go Whitehaven.
Not that I remember any of that.
Oh, sorry. We might have some Maryville people watching this week. I do not apologize for what I just said.
Hey, my blood is blue, but there's still a little red and black in the heart.
That's unfortunate. If your heart's black, that's probably not a good thing, Coach West. Too many of those Celsius. Can you eat McDonald's on your diet, Coach West?
No, I am actually starving. I'm ready to eat the turf right now.
All right, going for it here on 4th.
Probably going to try to draw. Didn't. We got Willard coming.
Big
they
throw.
Throw it up.
No flags.
Yeah,
they did.
It's a good call. I hate it for us, but he had his arm. He tried to fight back through it, and they're gonna call that 10 times out of 10 right there.
He tried to get his hand around late, but unfortunately, when he's getting his head around, he has his arm firmly in his chest.
Yeah, I thought Gabe played it well there, getting his head around. He kind of trapped his inside arm to not allow him to fight through, and still almost made a good play on the ball there. 6 is struggling a little bit. He got up on a play there late. That will be a first down, but it is not an automatic first down in high school. So it is just a 15-yard penalty, but that will be enough for a first down for Wartburg.
Right here, Randall. Wartburg with, I believe, 2 timeouts left. Any points here for Wartburg would be huge for them going into the locker room.
Yeah, they get the ball after the half. So love to see a turnover here. They're obviously probably going to be in throwing mode here. Would love to see us step in front of one and get the ball back here. Bringing some pressure. Was never gonna hand that one off.
Say that option look again.
Oh, he went down kind of tough on that one.
He held on to that football. Yeah.
So second and going to be about 6, about a 4-yard gain by the QB there.
Yeah, he went down quite awkwardly. When you got Tyson Clickbrand down on you, you do not want to be in an awkward position.
No. Looks like we still got a little bit of rain coming down there.
No, I don't feel it right now.
That kind of looks like smoke. I don't know where that smoke's coming from, but maybe it's just clouds moving through. I don't know. Bringing some pressure here.
That is an absolute hold right there on Fife.
Big hit.
He had both hands inside his collar.
Complete to Quinney.
Guys, that was a big throw.
I mean, that's their best player. I talked about him pregame, but when they need it, they're going to get it to number 6. He's a good ball player. Good out route there. But, yeah, I agree, Coach West, on that one. I thought there was a pretty obvious hold on Adam Fife.
Yeah, when he gets by you and you've got hands inside the collar, that's a hold.
Quads up top, look for a quarterback run, maybe finally going to throw it out that way. Instead, they throw a wheel, and we almost picked that one off. Good defense right there by Gabe.
Well played by Gabe right there.
Just tried kind of a little vertical route, one-on-one, and Gabe played it well. I think the advantage 6 has when he's out there by himself is when you have more field to let him run to. In that situation, Gabe's going to do a good job of making it up.
Your smoke is burnt hamburgers,
Yeah,
Randall.
I was about to say, I can see where it's coming from now.
And I can now smell it.
Hopefully no tents were harmed. And
we didn't put any tents up today. I think our other one broke yesterday. So 2nd and 10. Little motion from the inside receiver. Going with that option.
Big toss.
Great job of our defensive being there. That's twice they've ran that 2 out of the last 3 plays. Never handing that football off in the middle, but a Stenick collision boom there.
Coach, did they teach you to throw the pitch quite like that? That was ambitious.
Wartburg with their second timeout.
Yeah, it kind of looked like my play on NCAA football today. I was about to score a touchdown, hit the wrong button, and pitched it to the wrong team. So that was unfortunate.
It's trying to get that waft of those hamburgers up here in the booth.
Had a nice ribeye steak pregame. So
Fair
that
enough.
was
Hit one of our sponsors, Schultz Pediatrics. Hope everybody went out and they were still able to have their open house.
I'm gonna guess they probably canceled that one just on a hunch. A lot of cancellations today. Obviously, we were out of school, but I think we made the right decision to be here tonight, guys. Weather's been pretty good. Had a little bit of rain, but the wind hasn't been as fierce. And I know Coach Childs and Coach West worked their butts off the last couple of days trying to do everything they could to get this game in. So
I think it's worked out.
Kudos to you guys.
No doubt. All right, big play here.
Now they're in that little wishbone shotgun look here. Just a max protection look. They throw it. And
Wyatt,
good job
right
there.
Yeah.
Tried to get his head back. No PI there.
Yep.
Again, I think they're going here, not in field goal range. Interested to see if we get the ball back here. I think with a 14-point lead, you don't do anything silly, but if you break one, if we get the ball back, then I think maybe you go 2-minute drill. So 4th and 10. Back to a traditional 2-by-2 look. I'd say we're going to bring a little pressure here. Shifts the running back over to our side of the field. We are bringing pressure.
In the backfield. Gabe's up and knocks it down.
Good job by Gabe. For the third turnover on downs for the Eagleton Royals defense this game so far.
I tell you, they've moved the ball quite a bit, but when we get down there, they've taken care of business.
And sometimes that's kind of what you got to be. You got to be a little bend, don't break, and the important part so far is that 0 up on the scoreboard.
All right. So, Coach, you say we're maybe see a little bit of the 2-minute drill here, or just
I mean, I think you have to be safe where you're at on the field. I don't think you want to force anything to give them the ball back here late, but if you get something here early with some success and can get out of bounds, then I think you go a little speed up, get into a 2-minute drill. Just a quick throw to Wyatt.
And he's able to get a solid run.
So, I think you probably take a timeout here. It's not a first down, so we're just going straight into 2-minute. Maybe trying to save a timeout for the next play. But we've lost about 7, 8, 9 seconds here.
Quick to the ball.
Can't take him with you, Coach Childs.
Able to get the first down, but he breaks the tackle.
Bounds. Good job by Navarre there. Now I certainly think you're going to try to push it down the field here. The clock will be stopped until the snap.
How many timeouts left, Coach?
I think we have all 3, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought so too, but
so 2-by-2 look here. Not a lot of, one-on-one coverage up top. And there it is.
At him.
There it is.
It's there for the slant. Nice adjustment by.
Hold on to the ball.
Timeout here, Coach.
The clock's going to stop. No reason to waste it. Even though you got 3, I think we're going to call one there. Yes.
Okay.
Because in that situation, it will restart when they get the chain set. So good timeout there. Putting yourself real close to, at a minimum, field goal attempt, with it late here. But I just, Ian, you've talked about it all game. I mean, they're just not – they're one-on-one coverage. They're playing off, and that's a really nice slant fade outside here. So – outside receiver runs a slant. Number 2 kind of runs that fade. Replacement gets on the hash. And you make those 2 guys make a decision. And
no doubt.
Safety stayed deep. Corner did not have inside leverage, so through the slant, great play there.
And the last 3 or 4 throws, it looks like Nate's got confidence behind it, right? It's not just throwing it to get rid of it. We're putting it, we're placing it. Nice adjustment there by the receiver.
Well, we're protecting well. And it's always easier when you have simple, quick reads, right? That one there, it's a 2-man concept. You see the safety stays deep and doesn't come down on the slant there, and you throw it. But something interesting to me is we saw it last week when we threw the long touchdown to Wyatt.
Yep.
We're pretty good in this quick, move the ball, get on it. So something that we might want to look at, going forward is just being a little more hurry up. So,
I thought they were going with a screen to the near side.
Timeout there again by Coach Childs. Again, I think you're at the point, regardless of the weather, where you attempt one here if you have a chance. We have 1 timeout left. But I think excuse me. I think here you're going to see us force it down there a little bit more and take a shot or 2 at the end zone.
Well, second down, got 14 seconds left, probably enough for 2 plays, right?
Yeah, well, while we're on this break, why don't we talk a little bit about T. Hatcher Excavating and Concrete. T. Hatcher Excavating and Concrete, another one of our sponsors. Heck, we're in this weather. We've got Timmy Hatcher himself standing over there running the chains for us. He's over there every week. For all your excavating and concrete needs, give them a call, 865-233-7655. So 2-by-2 look here again, one-on-one coverage here. I'd run the slant fade again.
There it is. They're doing it. Yep. Kind of had to come back for it though.
And it's a drop. It's a drop. I think right there, Ian, I throw the fade. I think
agree.
Wyatt had it going, just put it out there. And again, lane was open, so it's not a bad decision. But knowing the situation, right? You're late in the second or the first half here, second quarter. Put that thing up and give us a chance. With a 2-score lead, you live with an underthrown ball that might happen to get picked off in the end zone. But I would like to see us just put one up there again.
9 seconds here.
I mean, it's third down. You have one chance, right? You got one chance to try to throw one up and then kick a field goal attempt. There it is, one-on-one coverage to Lane. And he caught it for a Broadway barbershop touchdown. Man. There's going on the.
That's a good throw, Randy. I had a pretty good view down here.
Here's a replay.
I'm not sure he didn't trap it. I hate to be.
Quarter.
Talk about a
21-0.
consequential last minute and a half.
There it
down
is
here.
again. Interview with Coach Childs. We'll be back on the other side.
And JB Sharp.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to thank our alumni from many years. I see alumni going back 30 years, including our very own Ed Mitchell out there, being led by Mark Gallen, the head principal here at Eagleton. Shout out to all of our administrators, Mark Dallin, Rachel Persad, Jack Evans. We have a fantastic crew.
Hey, Luke, let's get a video of this.
But one of the really cool things about Eagleton is that we have such a history here. Goes back to being a junior high to an elementary.
I'll get the goalposts.
Eventually back to now we are 6 through 12. So
just line up that
welcome.
way
And welcome back to all of our Eagleton alumni.
Huh? Hey, I got you. You all perfect. We're good. All right, you all ready? All right, everybody on me. Let's punch in there. Come on, Kim. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I will send that to Kim.
I'll send it to you.
I got them too because I got Debbie next door.
Thank y'all.
So one last shout out to our Eagleton alumni. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the start of the third quarter.
All right. We had a great interview at halftime, and we didn't have any audio. I blame that on my son. Yeah. But great first half, offense, defense. I think overall your most complete half of the year.
The exception of the first drive, complimentary football, right? Like you go get a 3-and-out, now let's go score. Proud of how they competed. I think the key points, heck of a play by number 12. Great play defensively, give up a 15-yard penalty, and then they come back at him, and he makes 3 good plays. So
I pointed out on the broadcast, what about the growth and maturity and the development of Wyatt Matosian?
Proud of that kid, man. People who don't know, I mean, I was visiting him in the hospital last, 2 springs ago. Like, didn't know if he's ever played athletics ever again. So yeah, man, that was a great route, and he made a great catch. You got to be pleased. What was the mood in the locker room? Good, man, but it's about finishing. I told him before the game, it's about us. Can we execute? Can we do what we're supposed to do? We showed that we did that. Now, can we finish? And that's what it's got to be.
Well, go get them. Yep. All right, guys, back up there.
Great interview there here at the beginning of the first half. Just want to go through some halftime stats. Rushing, we were 15 carries for 90 yards. Colton's got 9 carries for 74, so good carries there from him in the first half. And then Nate, 10 for 15, 161 yards, a touchdown, and no interceptions. Coach Ridge pointed out to us before the half, Ian, Lane Cope's 1 yard away from breaking our single game receiving record of 112 yards. He's sitting at 6 carries for 111, so love to see them throw one out to him on a little snap and let him go break that record here early in the third quarter. But
we're at halftime. There's plenty of football left to play, and that means we can set these records, but it also means we can let them back in. How important is it in this second half for us to come out sharp, come out ready?
Well, at halftime I always go down. I just like to listen to the coaches, see where their heads are at, and it's all about finishing. That's the message in the locker room is finish during this second half. Don't let them get back into it. Play hard on defense and execute offensively. Coach Branton was down there talking to him, and he was fired up. He said, "Guys, we should be up 35-0. We're just making a couple mistakes here and there, and the one that we turned over to again, they got it in bad field position. But if we don't end up with a bad snap and lose 10 yards, then we probably are in a better spot there." So.
We got some magic there at the end, just a real special play, and hopefully able to build on that in the second half. We are having to start out defensively, though. That's kind of where we set the tone in the first half. What do we expect to see there, Coach?
Yeah, I think they want to just continue to work on that edge pressure. When they're in that nickel package, making sure that Connor Cox does a good job of containing and getting pressure from the edge. But I think you just keep doing what you're doing. I think you'd love to see us bend a little less, but again, bending and not breaking is important sometimes. So,
still got that circle on the scoreboard, and that's something special.
Well, yeah, I mean, you talk about it, and we're sitting with roughly 250 yards of offense, and they're sitting there with, I think they've got about 115. So, it's not that they've had none. We've watched them march down the field a couple times, and we were able to get a stop. But, yeah, I would certainly like to see us get off the field a little quicker and let our offense go back to work. So while we're lining up here, why don't we hit a sponsor? Southeast Oral Surgery. Hadn't got a chance to talk about them in a quick first half. Southeast Oral Surgery, locations all over the place. I think they have one in Seymour, obviously one here in Blount County, one up in Knoxville, actually next to my wife's work. So they're all over the place. If you need oral surgery needs, if you have those, and give them a call. Randall Napier and the group over there does a great job. So we appreciate their support here at Eagleton Athletics.
It's got a great name and a great business.
He does have a great name. There's zero question there.
Yeah, that's his only drawback, Randy. Yeah, the great thing about Randall Napier is he's a Kentucky guy, and he's blue and white through and through.
Hey, I'm blue and white through and through of the Eagleton Royals. The right blue and white. Blue, black, and white.
Randall is from the birthplace of Kentucky Fried Chicken, which I would love to have right now.
Yeah, I don't think that works on the carnivore diet. Probably too much carbs there for you.
You get the rotisserie, right?
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be as good.
Not the same.
Speaking of blue, black, and white out there in our black uniforms, John Covey's favorite uniforms.
What's not to like?
He does like the Colts, which is unfortunate, but they're better than the Titans.
Oh, no. Woo!
No, my favorite uniform combo we have is blue on blue.
Yeah, blue on blue is a good look for us. We talked about the black uniforms as soon as we got here, wanted to get a set, and I think this has quickly been our 4th home game of the year, and we've split it 2-2, and just going to take a stab and say at that Halloween game, probably going to be in black.
Fair enough.
So shades of the Vols coming out against South Carolina in 2009 in their black uniforms.
I don't believe we don't have black pants, correct?
I don't think we do.
Coach West, I'm sure, is planning his costume here for Halloween night at the Crown.
2x2 look, motioning, going back to that little option look. Finally gave it. I just don't think it's much of an option look when they do that, guys. I think they're either going to hand that ball off pretty obviously, or it's just a bit of a fake to get out to that speed op.
Well, if that's any indication, they should probably go back to it. We did a good job of stopping that in the first half, but wow.
Yeah, I got to feel a little better on the linebacker position there. I mean, there's not a whole lot of glory sometimes in being a lineman, but as a defensive lineman, especially in a 3-man front, you want to take up blocks to let your linebackers go play, and didn't do a good job there of filling those gaps. Motioning again, right back to it. Just a straight give. Good job by Fife of holding on to him there, and a good finish by Harlan Nelson and Gio Hippolyte-Jean.
I'm not going to lie.
Randall, we'd be fine with them going 2 yards, 3 yards, burning the clock, because that's plays in our favor.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think the goal is to win, right? But I think what Coach Childs wants to see here, and it's not trying to embarrass anybody, but I think we need a little mojo. I think we want to go put a few more scores on the board and keep playing a zero ball here on defense leading into a Hampton game next week.
Which who knows if we can get to Hampton.
Yeah. Prayers for that group up there again.
No doubt.
Gets outside and gets enough for the first down. No, I think they're going to mark him short.
I don't know that that's a great spot, but we'll take it.
Right there, Gio being a little out of practice, didn't know the angle to take. He had him, but he just took the wrong angle.
Yep. Right back up on the ball, looking for a sneak here probably. That's too much, especially with a nose guard in there. They got a penalty.
There's a flag coming in.
Not sure what the penalty was, but that's probably going to move. In that area, it's generally a – so talking to the white hat, Barry Mathis on the leading the officiating group. And, Coach West, we got a lot of officials up in the box tonight. Not any other games going on in the area, so we got a lot downstairs.
Don Talbot wearing his Halloween costume in the box tonight.
Got Don Talbot. I saw Ralphie Goodson up there, so got a crew here watching the only game in Blount County. Looks like that penalty went on us, though.
Say they're backing us up.
Incidental face mask, a 5-yarder there. Tough to – I don't know how you see that there. I mean, it had to be obvious.
The wind is picking up a little down here.
Trips up to the top of the field. Motion again. Look for that speed op. Reverse.
Oh, snazzy, and they caught us watching nothing but.
I think we got a hold, Randall.
Okay.
They certainly missed a face mask. There's zero question that they missed a face mask on Adam Fife there.
We got a hold on Gabe's, not on us, but on them. They held Gabe at the 30, so that's coming back.
Unfortunate for them, but yeah, I thought when Adam finally realized the reverse was coming, he got clipped on the face mask there.
I've been trying to say it for a couple of plays. Every time they send that man in motion, I have nightmares from that Sally last week. And
thing is, for Wartburg, the player that held, there was no need to hold. We'll take it. That wipes off a touchdown. Let's see if we can regroup.
Does that reset the downs, though?
It'll still be whatever the down was, and it's from the spot of the foul, so it's going to be pretty close to 1st and 10 again.
Okay.
I don't know how he held 10 yards down the field. I thought he was more right here on the.
Oh, that was the first down. So 1st and 11.
So that's the kind of things that Wartburg's going to try to do here in the second half. Some of these trick plays, kind of misdirection stuff, because they've not had a ton of success in getting in the end zone any other way. So motion again. And there's the speed op again. Pulls it, pitches it, and we're there. Great job by the Eagleton Royals for a Stinnett collision. Boom.
Really well covered.
And Tyson clicked there, helping up the quarterback after he laid the boom on him. So that's a good job by Tyson.
Navarre played that about as good as you could play it, Randall.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, the speed option. There's a pitch guy, and that quarterback's making that simple read of I'm going to attack downhill, and if he doesn't tackle me, I'm gonna keep it. And we did a good job of having that there, but also having someone on the pitch. So puts them back at 2nd and 15. Going to a trips look down here to our side of the field, one high up top. We're bringing pressure off the edge.
Far side, and step in front.
And
pick 6.
Lane Cope with a pick 6 for a Broadway barbershop. Touchdown. Been asking for one of those all year.
Yep.
We had some opportunities early against Tellico where they were throwing some swings, and Lane almost got there. Great anticipation by Lane on that.
But great pressure from the far side as well.
And it was a straight-up screen the whole time. They were throwing HB swing there, and there's the replay of it. Great job by Lane to bring that one in and take that one back to the house.
Yeah, what a play defensively. Cope read that, Randall, from the time it started. And what a finish.
2nd pick 6 of the year. Easton Britton had one earlier in the year, but also 2 years in a row, a pick 6 against Wartburg. Gio had one last year, and Lane fortunate enough to get that one and take it back to the house.
Oh, bad snap.
Fire.
Move, and he's got a man open.
Mitchell Wilson with the 2-point conversion.
Good for him.
Great job by Nathan Clemmer.
If you remember last year, Randall, Gio's pick 6, he got a penalty because he didn't know how to dance.
Yep. So good job by Nathan of picking that ball up, getting out, and tossing it, just laying it out there. I hit one of those on Coach Childs earlier in the weight room playing NCAA football when I beat him 53-10. He wasn't real happy with me on that one. So
you've been waiting along all game just to drop that.
Yeah, well, I just wish Coach West would play me, but he knows that would not go good for him.
Winner.
So while we have a little break here, why don't we talk about another sponsor? Ian, why don't you tell us about T. Hatcher Excavating Concrete?
Well, I can tell you, we needed their help
That's
to start this year. And boy, did they come through for us, walking through over to the beautiful new STEM building, coming to visit my good friend John Covey the other day, and just amazed at how it wasn't muddy and just how great that concrete and area that they did for us up there, just how great it drains and just all the help they were able to do for us there. It was truly.
Yeah.
Truly
well, I know John Covey is thankful. I know that they're early in the year and all year last year, it just was with all the rain we've got over the last week, we would have been floating and muddy and everything else. So thank you to T. Hatcher Excavating and Concrete for taking care of that. Gabe back to kick, little squibber, gonna
stay out.
Tried to stay in. So that's gonna give the Wartburg Bulldogs the ball out on the 35-yard line. Shout out to the Daily Times here as the Eagleton football Twitter page runner. Just got a notification that they're here. Justin Braden, he's been on the beat for us the last couple years, and glad just that the Daily Times knows where we're at now and that we're a high school, and excited to have him here and appreciate the support.
We retrieved that ball, and I will say, Randall, you would be proud. Your protege just caught a nice pass when I tossed it to him on the sideline.
Good job by J.C. Ray down there.
Ranburn Productions.
Lane Cope with a good tackle for a Stenick collision. Boom, pulled out the little wrestling move there. Lane Cope, one of our state qualifying wrestlers, but great job of running through the tackle there and getting them down for a loss. Just really, really been impressed with how our defense has played all year. I mean, it really has been just every game we've allowed ourselves to be in every game so far because of the defense that we've played.
Randall, I'd say Lane Cope is making a push for player of the game. What do you think?
Yeah, I think there's zero question there.
A little pressure from the far side.
Out route, good play there. Got to break down Alex. Alex kind of overran it there. That's going to give him enough for a first down. Just a simple little out route. They've had a little success on that here in the game so far. I just think both of our safety and our corner, they're kind of bailing out.
Well, I feel like we're bringing that linebacker from the far side, or from this side, is that caused him.
Yeah, we just don't have much of a flat defender in that situation, especially when both of them kind of get and go. But back to that pyramid or diamond look up there, just a straight quarterback run. Laid a couple licks on him there, but still got about 5.
I feel like it's feast or famine there with that interior defensive line. We're either in their backfield or they're able to get a solid 4.
Well, and I actually like what we're doing defensively against that. Like the look is we're not just bailing out to that 4 receiver side, trying to keep some in the box, because so far that's kind of all they've done out of it. They've went to that diamond kind of quads look up top or down low and haven't really went to it one time. They've went to the single receiver or they've ran that quarterback. So 2 by 2 here. And they get us.
Yep.
Questionable. I thought that we had one earlier in the game that was pretty similar to that, and they didn't call it, but
picking up a first down.
It's going to be a first down there. Connor's going to get pulled out and have a conversation with Coach Bruton. Always hard when you got a guy that's that close to the ball for them to jump off. So now you got Gio, Jewel, and Tyson Click in there in the interior with Fife playing that royal position. Still Branson and Easton Britton playing. I think Eli Campbell's out again for this game. So, better play there. That's a good job by Lane of breaking on that out pass.
I didn't know if he was going to be able to break and take.
So, going to bring up second, about 5. Again, playing a little bit of that bend right here on defense. Would love to get something behind the chains here to make it a little tougher on them on 3rd down. I think no matter what here, Coach, they're in 4-down territory.
Agreed.
Quarterback takes the snap, throws it again. That's a pick play.
Yep.
Not sure how that's not getting called. Their receiver just ran straight through our guy. Never had any intention of trying to catch a pass there. So those are tough to call in high school. They don't get called as often as they probably should.
Well, that's kind of why you, as an offensive coordinator, draw them up, right? Just because it puts that pressure on the official to make the call, and a lot of times you can get real open.
So staying in the 2 by 2 look. Had a little success out of this look. Probably their best formation they've ran so far. Dropping back. A little bit of pressure.
Big throw, and he's got a man open. Touchdown.
That'll be a touchdown to Landon Quinney. So that's going to make your score pending the extra point. Eagleton 29, Wartburg 6. Yeah, just can't let them get behind you there. I mean, you obviously know they're in throwing mode right now, trying to get back into it. So got to get the ball here and go drive it down the field.
They're lining up in extra point formation, so.
He's got the leg for this one. He didn't have much problems on the PATs, but we've done a pretty good job of getting through and getting some pressure on some of these. So look for Lane Cope to come off the side here.
Able to get through and get a hand on it.
And he missed it. So that leaves your score. Eagleton 29, Wartburg 6. So the goal here, continue with being positive, get the ball back on offense and go score. While they're in this special teams break, why don't we talk about another one of our sponsors? Print FX. We talked about it a little bit earlier, Ian did, and getting close to basketball season. Coach West, Coach Britton's Royals and Lady Royals going to be in the Gilly in there getting some games in, and so Print FX is doing a lot of work. They've been in the designing phase of getting that ready in there for sponsors, and I know Coach West is working on getting the 4 TV set up for some ads. So,
Coach West, you want to give us any sort of a teaser there for some of the things that are in store?
Well, we're going to have a newly designed lobby that's going to be graphically appealing. We're going to create a wall in an Eagleton Hall of Fame where we can honor the greats from our past. The gym will be totally redone as far as our sponsorships. And like Randall said, we'll be able to run highlights, hype videos, and things soon. So Billy Clemmer and PC Restoration coming in and helping out with that. We've got a lot of community partners jumping in here and helping us out. Stennett Collision, Print FX, Billy Clemmer and PC Restoration. All these guys really throwing a lot to us and helping Eagleton. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, I think, Coach, just to kind of bounce off that a little bit is I think it's been one of the coolest things about getting here and seeing how supportive the community is and how much they just want to see us succeed. And you named a bunch of them there, Print FX and PC Restorations, Stennett Collision. You know, without them, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things we do. So appreciate all the support for Eagleton Athletics. Onside kick. And it's a good one.
It was very solid, and they may have recovered it.
I think we got it back. Nope, they got it. Man, just have to be ready for that there.
It took a pretty fabulous bounce there. That was well kicked.
Yeah, good kick there, and just unfortunate. You want to get the ball back there and go get some positivity. Got to buckle down defensively here. Don't let anybody behind us and get some pressure on the quarterback because I think they realize that they got to throw the football around a little bit here with about 18 minutes left in this football game.
Well, and it was able to work out well for them on this last drive, but we remember the one before ended up in the other end zone. So hopefully we can make that happen again.
Staying in that 2x2 look, had some success there, bringing that motion, probably going back to that option look, and they do, and it's not there.
If they can.
So a good job there to keep them for a 2-yard loss. Puts them behind the chains a little bit, and another Stennett collision. Boom. Thanks again to all the people watching tonight. I know at one point we had over 100. Hopefully that number's continued to grow. But for those of you kind of stuck in the house tonight with no other football games going on really around the area here, appreciate you joining us.
Bring it in. Appreciation, John Covey. Another great replay there.
Staying in that 2x2 look. It's going to be another option. A double pass. He gets that's going to be picked off.
No, if it stays in.
Good job by our defensive backs of staying back. I saw that one coming from the jump.
I almost ran in there and caught that one, Randall.
Yeah. Anytime you see that pitch guy dropping back like that, you got to be ready for a double pass. Good job by the defensive.
Wyatt and Navarre staying home, able to make a play on the ball.
So it looks like we're bringing in the nickel package. Going to take a extra lineman off probably, or linebacker and go put in an extra DB here, 5 DB look.
Well, do you feel like
Hence the nickel. For those of you wanting to learn, nickel's going to be 5 DBs. Bailing it to start from Gabe.
It's got a little air under it.
I think he dropped it.
As I say, it's on the turf.
Yeah,
good.
Coach,
is this 4-down territory given the score?
I think it is. It's not ever fun to have 4th and 12, but I think they know on the plus side of the 50, you got to go for it here. Yep. So obviously it's going to stay in that nickel package. If it's me here, I bring a little pressure. I let those 5 DBs stay back. I bring 6. Make that quarterback make a quick decision. Quick decisions generally don't work out.
On 6 as well, right?
Trying to draw us off sides. Good job by the defensive front.
Staying home.
Getting a play in here.
Play clock down to 3. I get
Gets
it off.
Out. Ooh. Just don't like that call there from Wartburg. Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to throw a little 3-yard speed out to the original line of scrimmage. I think if it's 4th and 12, you got to throw something closer to the sticks.
Randall, a name we haven't heard a lot tonight is Tyson Click, mainly because he's getting double teamed every play.
Yeah,
but he's been in the
but that's opening it up for other guys. Yep. So that's something we missed last week.
No doubt.
Yeah, and I mean I think you have to decide. You have to make that decision when you're game planning. Are we really worried about this guy making plays? So if we are, we're going to double team, which opens up some opportunities for your other guys. 2x2 look here from the Royals. Going to be a quick pass. Lane Cope, can he get the – yeah, there
nice
it is.
Move. He's able to hang on to the ball.
Whew. So that right there will be the Eagleton Royals single game record for receiving yards from Lane Cope. That puts him at about 116, 117.
Special stuff and exciting stuff. One of the things that's really cool about a new school like us, able to come out here and continue to push these records. And
yeah, I mean, it's certainly not as hard to break records right now, but hopefully those are records that we can continue to grow. And good play by Colton there.
Talk about putting your foot in the ground. and making a fast move.
Colton Relation for a Broadway Barbershop.
Touchdown.
Great play by Colton. Just such a different speed back there. He gets through the line of scrimmage and then dices it down the seam.
That's got to be a single game rushing record, Randall.
That's probably getting close. We've had some 130, 140 yard games, but he had 74 at halftime, so that definitely puts him in that 130 to 140 yard range. But we will try to get that pulled up before we go off air to see where we finish up. Snap is there. Kick is up.
Kick.
And it's good. So we respond to the Wartburg touchdown. That was looked like about a 51-yard touchdown by Colton Relation to make your score. Eagleton 36, Wartburg 6. We just called them out, but why don't we talk a little bit about Broadway Barbershop? Broadway Barbershop just, again, Ian said it right. They're a staple of downtown Maryville. Wish they were a little closer to Eagleton, but love that the support that they give. And look, Johnny supports local schools.
He does.
He doesn't pick favorites. He gives us some support. He throws some support over there to William Blunt and some of those others, but we appreciate everything he's done for us here. And if you need a haircut, you want to talk a little shop, and you want to get in and out, get over there. I think the last time I checked, it's about $10 for a haircut over there. So
it's still a good old-fashioned barbershop. All right. Talk about a quick quarter there, Coach. We're still 4 minutes left here in the third, and really able to respond here. What do you expect to see here waning minutes of the third and the fourth quarter? Hopefully get some playing time for some other guys, or are we not quite to that point?
Yeah, I don't think we're quite there yet. I think in spots for sure. You can try to get a few guys who haven't gotten as many reps in. Just seeing it now, Alan Faree getting back out there coming back from a concussion, a kid that's, played a little bit in this game, but certainly I think it's the time to get some of those guys
back in easy, yep.
In spots, right? And I think you get a little later in the fourth quarter, and that's when you start trying to get some of your younger guys in. Wouldn't be surprised to see an Aston Baldwin get in at linebacker, another kid that's a sophomore for us, and then just continuing to see does Daniel Nelson maybe get in in the defensive secondary. Wartburg in the 2x2 look. Quick snap throw out to number 6.
Well blocked.
Yeah, good block there by number 10 on Gabe.
We'll say they kind of holding that ball a little looser than I as a coach would like to see.
And it wasn't a great throw. I mean, and obviously ball's probably a little damp. No rain right now, but the field's been – that wind actually helped the field. I was talking to Coach Branton pregame and asked him, said, how is the field? He said, that's pretty dry, which you get 40-mile-per-hour winds coming through here, dried up pretty quick. So showing a little trips look up to the top of the field. It's going to be a run there. Quarterback keeps it. And looks like he had enough for a first down. Good job by Gio of making that play. Showing some good sportsmanship there, helping them up after the play. But that'll be a first down for the Wartburg Bulldogs.
Can't say enough about how Gio and this defensive line has played so far. Good to see him there. Getting the stop, even though it's not the –
Well, and Coach West said it. I mean, they've chose to put a lot of responsibility into block double team and Tyson, so it gives Gio a little bit more work. Good bat there.
Getting his big hands up right on time.
It's like he knew we were talking about him. And that's the part that if he continues to learn as a kid that, look, he's
not short.
Right, he's a senior. This is a kid that's not played a ton of football, but the best defensive linemen you'll ever find at any level are the ones that quickly identify, hey, I'm not getting there, get those hands up. Derek Barnett for the Vols was one of the best I'd ever seen at kind of anticipating that.
And just making life difficult on the quarterback.
Tyson's getting held right there.
And it's up.
Oh, my goodness.
Woo! 2 Royals had a chance for that one.
Probably hurt ourselves by going for I think Alan Faree threw that one off a little bit for Willard, but still great job there to bring up 3rd and 10. I hear somebody hollering about holding, and I do agree. I think Tyson.
Hey, that was as blatant as you can get. My goodness, we're going to have to get that jersey, maybe put some new stitching in it. But just a note on Gio, He is a 16-year-old senior.
It's crazy.
It's too bad. It'd be nice if he was a 16-year-old sophomore right now. All right, showing a little different look here. Got a bunch of stand-up guys bringing some pressure with Navarre.
And he's there
and
quick.
he's going to get there.
But he's able to get it off. Was that
for a loss?
Wow.
So he makes the catch, but it actually puts him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be fourth down. What does Wartburg do here? This is that situation I would probably punt here, Coach. Guess you don't have anything to lose, but you just keep asking your defense to be in a bad spot, and it doesn't usually work out very well. But going for it, could maybe look for a potential quick kick here also, especially he looks like he may be backed up a yard.
That's a different quarterback, Randy.
Is it 12?
It's 11.
Yep.
And there it is. Good
Davis with the call.
Yeah, and that's a good – I like what that was a good decision from Wartburg. I think that –
it's a little John Elway special, right?
And, again, gets it down to the 6-yard line. So, gives us 94 to go. Would love to see a 94-yard Broadway Barbershop touchdown. I remember going to Claiborne County, Ian, our first year of full kind of JV, the year before we were a varsity team. And similar type situation. I think we were maybe on the 10 or 11 and handed one off to Colton Relation, and he housed it. So, wouldn't mind to see that one here.
With the running clock, that'll be the last play of the quarter, Randall.
Yep, going to take that again. I always forget about the new it's 30 points now. So that'll be the end of your third quarter with your Royals leading the Wartburg Bulldogs 36-6.
I'd like to thank our we talked about our crew getting out here, and these kids were texting and calling me, seeing if we're going to have a game. So let's give a hand to Autumn Rains, Aloria. We have Brady Long. We have Devin Elliott, Miguel, Trayson coming, not even in the class, but coming and working the sideline. And then thank my son Luke for stepping in and helping us out on the 50. And always our wonderful broadcast play-by-play and color commentator and the impeccable John Covey on the mixer board. He is DJ Covey Flash.
Well, we got it up there on the board. Stendit Collision. We've talked about him a little bit, but we could never talk about him enough. Heard an ad from him today on the Sports Animal. So, Stendit Collision, 2 locations, Maryville, Sevierville. If you have a Tesla and you're here in Blount County, they're the only certified Tesla, auto body group. They'll get you fixed up. Stendit Collision. Go see Zach Stendit and the guys over there.
But if you do,
well, in this day and age, I got rear-ended in June, and a rear-ended turned it into a totaling. So if you don't get in that situation and you need some work, definitely go see the guys over at Stendit Collision.
All right, kind of turn things around here in you call it the Royal Lake Royal?
Lake Royal down there. Lake Eagleton. Got Scotty Ellison. The Scott West Memorial Pond. Scotty Ellison back in there on the offensive line for us. Another run for Colton. Nice little gain for him there. About a 6-yard gain.
Randall, there's just a different feel offensively tonight. We're hitting holes. There's less dancing. There's more decision making. Quicker decision making. It's really fun to see.
I think you said it there with the decisiveness. That's the real difference this week.
Well, and what you love to see is, you've got a line out there right now that is. Again, Trevor Bright at left tackle, Caden Baker, Scotty Ellison, Kendall Click, and Jonathan Joel. You've got 3 juniors, you've got a senior, and you've got a freshman that's out there on the line. So you love to see us kind of mixing it up and getting some different guys in there. Caden Baker getting some more reps after starting the game. And a little bit of 20 personnel with Adam Fife in there at the H-back. So it's going to be a pulling guard there. Colton hits the hole again, hits it hard. And that's what – sometimes bad blocking is made up by a running back hitting the hole hard. Not to say that was bad blocking there. I thought we had a hole that was pretty obvious for us to see here on the monitor, but good job there. Colton going to get him a little rest. Jeremiah Fitzgerald back in the backfield.
Well, the defender's able to get an arm on him, but because you're hitting it hard, he's not able to take you down, right?
And we didn't see as much of that early in the year. We saw a lot more hesitation trying to get into the hole or quite honestly, more penetration.
Yep.
And we've corrected that. Coach Ridge, Coach Coppinger done a great job of continuing to work on that group. Hand off there to Jeremiah. And I've lived it, guys. It's tough when you've got an inexperienced offensive line. Again, we're in year 2 of a varsity program here, and that you always love to see the growth later in the year. And got 2 more new ones coming in right now.
Nice.
Got Aston Baldwin checking in, number 57 there at left tackle, and number 70, I believe, that's Dalton Woodruff. So a kid that coming in there. And then 10 out at receiver got Brian Magisha out there playing some receiver for us. So, again, another freshman. Love to see freshmen getting out there.
Another
handoff to Jeremiah.
Hits the hole hard, but not able to move the pile too far.
But again, what you like to see here with getting some of those younger guys in is you're not having negative plays. You're still having a chance to get something there. So, and 3rd and 5 is manageable. It's a play. You don't have to feel like you've got to pull something out of the bag to get that one. So, looks like Brian's running off. You got Mitchell Wilson checking in at tight end. Alex Walker coming in at receiver. Yeah, 3 minutes off the clock already here in the 4th quarter. That running clock sure makes it quick. Staying in 21 personnel, sorry. Got a lead block out from Fife.
Jeremiah able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's just the difference in speed there. Jeremiah did exactly what he was supposed to do, but I think if that's Colton there, you probably see him, kind of get that corner a little quicker. But going to bring the punt team on here, 4th and 5. Key here, good snap, good punt, get it down, let your defense work. And get some young guys in there. It's going to be probably pushing 8 minutes or so by the time we get this one off. Missing somebody on punt team. I know that's frustrating for Coach Childs and Coach Grauman, our special teams coordinator, after Coach Childs fired himself from special teams coordinating.
Good kick.
Gabe gets it off. It's right to him, and he falls down. Probably a little bit fortunate. I think Wyatt was pressing on him hard, and there was a little bit of a seam.
Fast, yep.
So yeah, seeing a lot of new guys out there, Coach. Ton of young guys getting out. Colin Akalevich, I think I said that right, and if I didn't, I apologize. Trying to find my roster here. I'm slacking. But, again, got number 70 out there. He was out there on that offensive series, but that's Dalton Woodruff. Charlie Johnson out there.
We'll screen out to the far side. Get him down, boys.
So, also out there, I'm seeing 45, Mitchell Wilson. Number 15, Nathan Tippett. Number 32, I want to say number 32 is Aiden Price. Number 13, Rylan Lowe. Jason Ellsworth getting a little bit of work on the defensive side at linebacker. Him and Aston Baldwin. So, a lot of young kids out there. You love to see it. Good job by our guys of getting there. Still pushed them probably the wrong way, yeah.
Beasley with the reception. Wilson with the tackle.
Working down to about 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game here. Wartburg back on the ball pretty quick. Going to be a quick snap out to the receiver. Good job by Jason Ellsworth.
Staying with it.
And we've got a hold in the interior as well. The umpire there throwing a penalty in the area of a hold.
Already stepping it back.
Holding against the offense is the call.
So after the game ends here, we'll stay on for an extra few seconds to get the final stats. I would like to see how Colton and some of those guys ended up, and then but about 6 minutes here, clock still running. The only time it stops with a running clock most of the time is a timeout. So injury or taking.
It will stop on a score.
Okay. Well, it's kind of nice to be on the winning side of a running clock here, especially at home.
Well, and I made the comment earlier in the week when we were talking about this game potentially being moved or some of those things. I think this is exactly what we needed. Good job by Aiden Price of getting over there and laying the hit.
Sticking him.
But, again, I just going into a game that right now I do think is up in the air next week with Hampton. A lot of bad stuff happened up in that area. They're right there on the North Carolina border.
Randall, don't get emotional, but look who's on the field.
Love to see it. Jackson Rayburn out there getting some playing time.
Get him down.
And that's going to be a touchdown, which will stop the running clock. So it stops on a score, but also stops. Looks like we've got a penalty maybe. That was a weird play. I thought it didn't look like anybody really was ready or.
They're walking back, so.
But, yeah, I mean, a game that is up in the air a little bit, but getting some positive momentum going into Hampton, a team that came here to the Crown last year and laid it on us, but that they're a younger team this year. And Happy Valley, a team that we played to an 8-point game, beat them by 7. So should tell you we should be in the game, and momentum's a heck of a thing, guys.
Definitely.
And the thing about this game is if it didn't get played tonight and we couldn't make it work tomorrow, it probably would have been a no contest. It's a non-district game. You don't always have to make those up. So not being
Randall, was that signal an illegal substitution?
I'm not sure. It was
on us, but wouldn't that be a touchdown?
Yeah. That was a wonky play, Coach West. I'm not really sure what happened.
I'm kind of wondering what they're discussing. Are they going to ask the coach, do you want to wipe the touchdown on and take the illegal substitution? I think we know that answer.
He doesn't look super happy over there, so I'm not sure this is going to go their way.
Before the play, so it has
So Grant Tyler running back in there to talk to Mr. Mathis. Their coach was pretty good ways out on the field there. So here goes Barry Mathis with the signal. Illegal substitution on the Royals.
Oh, so this is the
going to take it on the
2-point
extra point, I do believe.
Yeah, the touchdown was good.
Okay.
So makes it a 24-point game with the potential to make it a 22-point game here. Not really any big advantage here based on my quick math in my head of going for 1 or 2.
Might look a little prettier,
It's
though.
a 3-score game regardless, but they're going to walk in for the 2-point conversion. So that makes your score the Eagleton Royals 36, the Wartburg Central Bulldogs 14.
Hitting one of our sponsors here, GT Shelley, 865-441-6999er. Another business who not only advertises with us but also helps us out tremendously. Official lawn care provider.
That's right.
Of Blount County Schools. Can't say enough about them.
Not many of them that don't get mowed by GT Shelley. And then mower work. Speaking of mowing, you need a mower worked on, go see Mower Works. You need an aerator. They're renting aerators. And
I like that idea. That's pretty solid work, John Covey.
And if you need an Exmark mower or parts, go see Mower Works, 865-213-2773. So, going to be looking for an onside kick here without question. 5 minutes to go in the game. Put your hands team out there, secure it, and go run the clock out. Score in the process would be nice. Coach West, how many did we score at West Green? Do you remember off the top of your head?
I do not, but I believe we're right at it. I think 38.
I think it was 38, and I have trouble remembering our Cosby score from last year, which I still think is probably the single game points record. I want to say we scored maybe 45 against them last year. But another
Davis,
score
I'm always
here.
amazed at your recollection of the numbers.
Well, if you ask me to bring you something tomorrow, I'll probably forget it.
But if I ask you who the 100-meter hurdles champion high school state record, I can.
Yeah, I've got a lot of those really unnecessary knowledges in my head. So, little squibber right over there to the right.
Get on it.
Cover them up. Good job by the hands team.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want to know the 100-meter hurdles or 110-meter hurdles record holder in the world, that would be one Aries Merritt from the University of Tennessee. I keep thinking Grant Holloway's going to beat him, but he ain't done it yet. So, and that's a good thing. You know why? Grant Holloway went to Florida. So, don't want to see a Gator beat a Vol ever.
Speaking of,
just wait a couple weeks, Randy.
Oh,
Vol's by 50, baby. So, a lot of the same guys back out there. 2x2 look. I'm sorry, not a 2x2 look. Puts his head down, gets
Jeremiah
about a
hit the hole
yard.
hard, yep.
Alex Walker going to check in for Navarre. Brian McGeesha getting back out there. Looks like he's going to check in for Lane Cope. Good thing Lane caught that ball. He barely squeaked by, but we did get the single game record there for him. Not as much offense in this second half, you know, with the pick six and them being out on defense a lot. But so got a tight end in there, 2 receivers down here to our sideline. Drop back to throw to Wyatt. Don't dance. Can't do that.
So I felt like you could have gotten 3 if he just goes, right?
One thing you'll find out real quick. That's Jeremiah jumping in there. Got to have cool heads in a game that's 36-14.
There was no ill intent by either Wyatt or the guy he got tangled up with. Yeah. It was just a bad game of Twister.
And you love to see guys that want to fight for their teammates, but not in situations like that. A 36-14 game, 3 minutes to go.
Nothing to gain.
Yeah, don't want to make that decision. Colin Akalevich. Really hope I'm getting that one right. Checking in at running back. Big 79 coming in for Wartburg. On 3rd and about, 14?
Just about.
Just a bit outside.
Oh, Bob Uecker.
Greatest baseball movie of all time. You'll never convince me otherwise.
Nobody's trying, at least not here.
Yeah, some people do. Major League's tough to beat. I mean, what do you throw in there? Bull Durham, maybe.
There's some great ones.
Field of Dreams is a good one. It's tough to beat, but truly there's a little more baseball going on in Major League, so I'll give that one a slight nod with Willie Mays Hayes and golly, it's leaving my mind. What is Charlie Sheen's
the Wild
alter
thing.
ego? The Wild Thing, yeah. We've got a Wild Thing doll at home that you push the button and it sings Wild Things from when my wife was little, and Finley loves that thing, but it's bitten the dust recently.
Oh. Gotta love the Major League, the TBS special for people about my age. It's hard to beat.
Well, 2 big games coming up Monday for the Atlanta Braves.
Well,
back-to-back doubleheader with the Mets.
Checking that score.
Playing the Royals tonight.
Tonight.
Speaking of the Royals, we're back on offense here, 3rd and 14. Going to be a give. Good run there.
The clock is stopping.
And another notification I got here, the White Sox break the modern MLB record with 121 losses in a season.
Timeout, Wartburg.
Yeah, I guess they want to get that ball back. It's a 22-point game.
I understand showing your team you got faith in them, but whew.
Well, and it's tough. I've been there. You know, they're sitting here winless on the season. You know, playing in a tough district with Oneida and York and Tellico and you know, some Bledsoe County, Polk County. So, you know, you got to show your team you're still fighting, but it's always tough to be sitting there kind of midway through the season without a win. So I think they've done some good things. I think they have some good ball players. I think we came out ready to go tonight for sure. I think we were.
Well, and like you said earlier, Coach, we've been in every game we played and had a chance, and we played some pretty good teams so far. So.
Well, and right here, you know, sitting, I guess this is the 6th game of the year with Hampton, South Green, Cosby, Cumberland Gap left to go. Looking to go 3-3.
Good snap. not able to get
not a good punt there off the side of his foot.
I think they got a hand on that.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Yep.
But again, sitting here looking to go 3-3. Last year we were a 4-6 team in the regular season, and still have 2 teams that we beat left on the schedule. In South Green, we took to a 2-point conversion. We were right there, about 6 inches away from winning that football game. So, if you can get back to 500 here and go compete with Hampton next week and get a win. I mean, that is the expectation of this coaching staff and these players.
Well, and I don't see, based on the progress that has been made and the way they've played so far, that is anything but true.
As far as I know, Randall, when I checked the cell signal, this weather could have changed. This could have taken some towers down. I don't know. But as of now, we are broadcasting the Hampton game.
Double move there. We bid on it.
Get them down.
And they're going to score. I know it's late in this game, guys. Coach Childs is not going to be happy. Coach Bruton, just a simple pump fake over to that screen they've ran a few times, double move, double verticals going down the seams there. And no one in the vicinity. So, and we've got some young guys in there, but the biggest thing you don't want to see is, I said pregame, we've been averaging 17 points a game defensively, and that's going to bump up just a smidge with this.
Well, and you got to find that balance between getting these guys some reps, but at the same time not letting that happen, right?
Yeah, and I think you go back here offensively, even with 2-something minutes left, you probably go back with your ones and you try to close this game out. Looks like we're going to
in your hands. Yep.
Have a timeout for the Royals. Big weekend of college football ahead. Again, the Crimson Tide of Alabama are playing against the Bulldogs in Tuscaloosa.
Shame they came both
hadn't beat them in Tuscaloosa since Matt Stafford was the quarterback for the Bulldogs. So, would love to see that one end in a 0-0 tie, or somehow both of them have to forfeit. That would be awesome. Mark Anderson, I know you want to see your Crimson Tide win, but I don't ever want to see either of them win. So,
if it can be avoided.
And I'd rather Alabama come into Neyland undefeated so we can put that first loss on them.
Randall, that timeout was Coach Bruton. He wanted to get the ones back on because he did not want to give up an easy 2-point conversion after that easy touchdown.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, and here, I mean, it's a 2-score game regardless, but this right here makes it a 2-touchdown game and that's a false start on them. So that's going to make it a little tougher. So it looks like they're sending 2 guys out. Are they going to kick it now? I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter a whole lot. I mean, I guess it gives you a chance to kick a field goal or kick an extra point and a 2-point if you get this one. But not staying in. Went to I think they're missing somebody.
Are they?
I think they might be missing.
Running somebody on
I think
now.
they might be missing 2.
5 down line.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm going to go with 10, I guess.
And
no get. Don't think it would have mattered there, but that would have stunk to giving up a 2-point to 10 guys. But so that'll make your score. Eagleton 36, Wartburg 20. Let them back in here a little bit in the second half. Had a running clock there. It was 36-6. They've scored 2 touchdowns, and we have played a lot of guys tonight, so a little bit of experience there, especially for us that we don't have an opportunity to play a ton of JV games. I think that Wartburg's coming back down Monday for a JV game. I could be wrong. Coach West, do you know that or not? Coach West is unavailable apparently.
Well, Coach,
what was that, Randy? I'm sorry.
Is Wartburg coming down here Monday for a JV game?
That I do not know.
I'm kind of thinking they are. You would think the director of football operations would know that one, but
well, we'll have to look into that.
Well, let's take this minute to hit another one of our sponsors. Schultz Pediatric, again, right here in the heart of the village. Apparently not able to do, or maybe they were able to cut it short, their little open house this evening, but just doing a fantastic job here, helping us out. Really appreciate their support.
So, again, looking for the onside kick here. Wartburg has burned at least one timeout, I want to say. Can't see the scoreboard from where I'm at, but
They have one timeout, Randall.
they only have one left. So got to get it here to have a chance, and that's going to – don't touch it. Don't touch it.
10. Yep.
Got to be smart there. Don't touch that.
Okay.
It's going to be a penalty on them.
The flag is
Illegal touching. Take the ball there. Run the clock out. Score in the process would be nice. So illegal touching on Wartburg.
Look to have first team crew out here again.
Yeah, it looks like we've got them back out. A little bit of a mixed up front. Still not all the starters, but guys that have played a bunch of snaps, so not a whole lot of change there, but definitely got the ones back in out on the edge and at running back.
It's first down, Eagleton from the 45-yard line.
Nate's going to take the snap, hand it off to Colton.
Who's running right up the middle.
If he didn't have the record, he's got to be pretty daggone close now. So good run by Colton there.
Talk about hitting the hole hard.
Just do that another time or two. Pull by Kendall Click there. Kind of gets enough on 56 there to let Colton sneak through.
Randall, I think the coaches down here seen enough. Wartburg, I guess, putting ones on our 3s and 2s. And so they went ahead and just subbed back in.
Taking our time here. Nothing wrong with that. 20 seconds left on the play clock. So calling the play in. Coach Anderson doing a good job of getting all them signals right. Back in a 2-by-2 look. Colton still in the backfield. They're bringing pressure. Go to the opposite side of where the pressure's coming from. You might be all right.
Able to break a tackle and get back to the line.
Keep letting that clock run.
See.
At this point, you're just looking to run that clock out.
Yep.
They called their last timeout.
Just as good, right, Coach?
Yep. They've called their last timeout, 2nd and 10.
Timeout, Wartburg.
I don't think Wartburg's coach knows I'm hungry and ready to go home.
Well, Coach West, appreciate you making sure getting this game in today. I know you were probably heading this way about noon today, getting all this work in. So appreciate that.
My day was counseling our football coach. That was most of the day. He was a little uptight about it, but
Coach Childs never.
Things happen, and we were going to get it in, and it's just we're fortunate to get it in, but also the performance of our guys tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Coach Childs, he can be a full-time job sometimes. It's one of my best friends, but he stresses out a little bit. So good job on you for keeping him calm, and great job on our boys.
Well, not everybody can have my calm, laid-back demeanor, Randall.
Says the roller coaster.
Yeah. Your Maryville buddies that might still be watching are laughing at that one. We'll trade over there. Going to be a jet sweep to Lane. Positive yards. 3rd and about 3 or 4. Get a first down here and take a knee. Head home.
Well, somehow Wartburg on the scoreboard now has 2 timeouts. I think they spawned one.
Well, it's like Halo. You die, you come back. I mean, it's just their timeout went away, and now it's back.
Might have forgot to reset those at the half, maybe.
Yeah.
That's some of that Ian Britton math.
Yeah, that practical chemistry math.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, you put some stoichiometry in front of him, and he's got this.
All right, be able to take a knee now. We should be able to kneel this thing out. Again, thank you guys for everything tonight, and I will have it posted by Monday or Tuesday if we're going to broadcast. Do a little research to see if the cell signals in Hampton are still good, and if they are, we'll be there.
Well, that looks like that's going to give us a chance to get in the best formation in football, the victory formation.
Not before we got one more Mower Works first down, though.
That's right. Thank you to Wartburg for that one. And thanks to Wartburg for making it work today and getting down here as well.
I was gonna say.
Any Wartburg fans on here, y'all got a good physical team. Going to keep working at it.
No doubt. And I hope they're all safe heading home, and really appreciate them making the effort to be here today.
That'll do it as the rain starts to sprinkle.
Right on time.
Hopefully the stats will be uploaded here momentarily. We're going to stay on while we're doing that. While the game's coming out, we'll talk a little bit about one of our sponsors while I'm pulling up our final stats.
Southeast Oral Surgery. Dr. Randall Napier does a fantastic job, and locations all over Knoxville. I don't quite know where they all are, like my good friend Randall Davis does, but anywhere around Knoxville or Maryville area, I'm sure he can help you out. Next up, we've got Denzo. What else can we say? Just a fantastic sponsor of Blount County, and means so much to our community. We really appreciate them being a part of our broadcast.
So your final score here tonight at the Crown, the Eagleton Royals 36, Wartburg 20. I'm not seeing any third quarter stats, which means our final stats may be a little bit. So we'll go ahead and sign off. But again, I'm Randall Davis with Ian Britton, John Covey, our amazing AV crew here at Eagleton. We appreciate y'all joining in. And as always, we'll see you on the other side.
Go Royals.